Protesters rallied outside Parliament this morning, demanding action on school safety. The suspect behind the stabbing at a school in Bandar Utama has been charged with murder. Stay tuned for all this and more on Kinitv News. A group marched from Taman Tugu to the Parliament building at around 11 a.m. this morning to hand over a memorandum to Education Minister Fadhlina on school safety. During their march, the crowd of students, activists, and concerned members of the public repeatedly called for Fadhlina to vacate her ministerial post. Tensions were heightened further when the group of about 35 individuals were made to wait approximately 40 minutes for Fadhlina's arrival, with unfavorable weather conditions only adding to frustrations. Chants of Undur menteri later rang out as Fadhlina was seen approaching the Parliament gates. Fadhlina then briefly spoke with her group representative over the memorandum's demands. The memorandum prepared by the Secretariat Sekolah Selamat asserted that the national student safety crisis is no longer a matter of discipline or isolated misconduct, but a systemic failure that requires comprehensive, interministerial, and law-based reform. As such, it put forth 11 key demands, which included the enactment of a National Anti-Bullying Act, specific legislation to address sexual harassment in schools, effective mental and psychosocial support, child-friendly reporting mechanisms, and school safety audits. A 14-year-old boy has been charged with murder over the fatal stabbing of a 16-year-old schoolmate in Bandar Utama on October 14th. The charge under Section 302 of the Penal Code was read out behind closed doors at the Magistrates Court in Petaling Jaya today. According to Bernama, no plea was entered as the case is under the jurisdiction of the High Court. The identity of the accused is withheld as this is a juvenile case. Section 302 carries with it the death penalty or a jail term of not less than 30 years and not more than 40 years and 12 strokes of the cane upon conviction. The court has set November 21st for case mention. The victim, a female student, was found dead in a school toilet on October 14th. Police reportedly said that a preliminary post-mortem report from the University Malaya Medical Center established the cause of death as multiple stab wounds to the victim's chest and neck. The government will be offering up to 70% discounts on traffic summonses until the end of this year. This was announced by Transport Minister Anthony Loke and Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail today. The minister said this is a move to incentivize Malaysians to settle their fines before a new policy under the tagline, "The less you delay, the less you pay," takes off on January 1st, 2026.
Mulai tahun depan, bayar awal boleh dapat diskaun. Bayar lambat seperti disebut. Tapi sekarang nak sampai ke Januari, kita ada 2 bulan lebih berbaki. Jadi untuk polis diraja Malaysia mulai 1 November tahun ini sehingga 30 Disember. Tadi saya sebut tadi, julat potongan 50 hingga 70. Bagi polis 1 November hingga 30 November, diskaun kita adalah 30 Disember. Diskaun kita adalah 70%. Jadi 2 bulan ini, siapa yang nak menikmati diskaun, Datuk Yusri, pengarah trafik boleh bagi lagi lah 70%. Paling tinggi ni. Sebelum tu 30, 50, 60. 2 bulan berbaki ni dia bagi sampai 70.
From next year, traffic offenders who settle their fines in 15 days will receive a 50% reduction in compound fees, while those who paid between 16 and 30 days will receive a 33% reduction. From 31 to 60 days, traffic offenders are then required to pay the maximum compound fees of 300 before they risk being blacklisted from the 61st day onwards. The new policy will not include people who committed non-compoundable offenses, such as driving without legitimate car insurance and driving with false, expired, or no licenses. From now on, you can also listen to Kinitv News on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. A DAP leader has urged Perikatan national parties to publicly state their stance on PAS MP Ahmad Marzuq Syari's remarks. DAP's Ipoh Timur MP Howard Lee argued that PAS MPN's leadership as a whole must take immediate and unequivocal action against Marzuq's remarks, which likened Malaysia's situation to that of Palestine. In a statement, he labeled the remarks as recklessly seditious, inflammatory, and utterly irresponsible. He said if PAS fails to inform the public of its stance regarding the remarks, its silence will be taken as confirmation that the opposition party shares Marzuq's belief that non-Muslims in Malaysia are akin to Zionist occupiers. He added that if PAS disagrees, then it must order Marzuki to apologize to all Malaysians. He said the same moral demand applies to Bersatu, Gerakan, and every PN component party. Lee also condemned Marzuq's misuse of the Palestinian struggle to desecrate humanity and sow hatred among Malaysians, highlighting that such an act should be deemed a betrayal of Palestinians' name and suffering. Marzuq has shared on Facebook excerpts from his speech in Pekalan Cepa, Kelantan, where he had urged Muslims to learn from Palestine's history, claiming that signs of the same thing happening could now be seen in Malaysia. Among others, he said that the economic sector is increasingly dominated by non-Muslims and non-Bumi Putra, while major malls, key companies, and strategic lands have long slipped from the grasp of Muslims. Tajuddin Abdul Rahman has claimed that MIC will proceed to leave BN next month, when the party is scheduled to hold its annual general meeting. In a TikTok video, the former Pasir Salah MP claimed that MIC Deputy President M. Saravanan made the admission during his Deepavali open house on Monday. Tajuddin, who was among those who attended the open house, also claimed Saravanan had revealed various dissatisfactions, which led to the decision. He said that he had advised Saravanan to reconsider his decision. He added that UMNO and MIC have long been together, bound within BN, and have gone through both good and bad times side by side. When contacted, Saravanan said he has no intentions to talk politics while the Indian community is still in a festive mood, celebrating Deepavali. He said many are still on their holiday break, so he doesn't intend to spoil the mood by talking politics like some other leaders do. Saravanan added that as leaders, we must be mindful that this is a festive season. Last Friday, MIC President S.A. Vigneswaran said the party will not invite anyone, including BN Chairperson Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, to its November 16th AGM, a one-day affair focused solely on internal party matters. On the same day, Zahid said BN will not force MIC or any of its component parties to stay in the coalition, and that he believed MIC would make a wise decision. If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe. US President Donald Trump will arrive in Malaysia on Sunday, October 26, to attend the 47th ASEAN Summit. Communication Minister Fahmi Fadzil confirmed this during a press conference today.
Salah satu highlight event ASEAN kali ini ialah kehadiran Presiden Amerika Syarikat Donald Trump. So di peringkat kerajaan sekarang sudah ada dah finalize ke bila dia akan hadir dan dah ada tentative schedule mengenai apakah yang akan dia sertai sepanjang keberadaan di Kuala Lumpur.
Ya, jadi apa yang telah dimaklumkan kepada Jemaah Menteri pada Jumaat lalu ialah Tuan Yang Terutama Donald Trump akan tiba pada 26 hari bulan. Dan maklumat itu telah disampaikan kepada Jemaah Menteri dan sekiranya ada apa-apa perubahan pihak Kementerian Luar akan maklumkan. Tapi perincian pada waktu ini mungkin boleh rujuk dengan sama ada duta ASEAN ataupun dengan pihak KLN nanti. Tapi sah tiba 26 hari bulan.
The 47th ASEAN Summit themed Inclusivity and Sustainability will be held from October 26 to 28th, with participation from the top leaders of the 10 ASEAN member states and key dialogue partners. Trump had previously confirmed that he would be visiting Malaysia before heading to Japan and then on to South Korea for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. While confirming his visit to Malaysia, Japan, and South Korea, Trump stated that he also wants to be good to China. Despite renewed trade tensions between the US and China, Trump spoke optimistically about a possible meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping next week at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in South Korea. We posted a poll to find out what impact you think Trump's visit to Asia will have, and here are the results. 60% of respondents believe the visit is mainly rhetorical and caution against having high expectations. Meanwhile, 33% see it as an opportunity to promote peace and economic cooperation. 5% believe that the visit will lead to minimal changes. What do you think of Trump's visit to Asia? What kind of impact do you think it will have on the region? Share your views in the comments section below. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.